Thank you, Madam President. Ahoy. I say you say hoy. I say you say hoy. All right, thank you. I have officially replaced the word hi, hello, how are you, and what's up with ahoy. I feel that the more I incorporate that word, it reminds me of being on the water. Now, I want to tell you a particular story about being on the water. In my laser, her name is Sandy Bottom. She was built in She's a little old, but she floats. And I stash her back up in the woods in Big Geiger Cove in Catalina Island. And there's always spiders and dirt, and every year she gets a fader color. But she floats, and she sails when there's wind. Now, historically, I wasn't into the racing because my parents are educators. What do they do every summer? They got on the sailboat and went to Catalina. Now, this was great, although I was disconnected from the real world during those months. So my only knowledge of sailing was get my laser, set it up, and head out for the ocean. Now, there are some times when the winds are amazing, and sometimes when it's not so good. I was up this morning running at the crack of dawn. It looked like a lake out there, and I was just like, I don't want to be stuck out there right now. So it was one particular day. I think I was probably in my 18s, and I was ready for a long haul. I was like, I'm going to go sail around Shiprock, see where the world takes me. Had a great sail out there, and about midway back, the wind completely died. As in died. As in my only options are to hang out, to paddle, or to scull. And it was a long time before I got back. Good thing I had sunscreen on. And it's moments like that that I want you to remember that your business is your boat. And sometimes the business winds are flowing. Summertime, people like the boats. Yeah, memberships are popping. People are buying, people are renting. And then the winter comes, and the wind stops. And then you decide to come to a conference like this, midwinter, to get jazzed up so that we can all pretend like business is doing awesome, when really we're preparing for the wind to come. Now, as I sat on my laser, and I often do, I think to myself, gosh, I really wish I could control this wind and just make it happen. For a certain point, sometimes I know you've all done this. You think really hard, and the wind picks up. You're like, I did that. Now, what I'm here today to do is to solve the problem that right now in the industry, there's not much wind going on, depending on where you're at. It's a slight breeze of 5 to 7 knots. Now, how do we come to a conference like this and get energized? We create our own digital wind. Now, I speak at conferences around the world, and the thing that I noticed, no matter what industry, no matter what company, is that people want to get momentum when they come to conferences and meet a new person, everything, and ask them where they're from, and how did you get here? I wish I could have skateboarded, but I took the Surfliner, just so that you know, and you don't have to ask me that question. But the idea here is that it is up to you to create your own wind. And you can do that digitally. Now, I'll speak at a conference, and everybody's engaged, and they're like, this is great, and I'm an audience member, and I'm engaged, and I'm watching the keynote, I'm like, this is great. And then it's over with, and I'm like, that was great. But I didn't share anything. People didn't share anything. Now, I have a question. How many people, at one point or another, have either heard of social media, have posted on social media, or have played social media? Raise your hand. Okay, put your hands down. How many people are avid social mediaers? 2. Everybody else lied. It's okay. So what I created was this thing called the Social Media Minute. And it's a bit disruptive because I would stop in the middle of my talk and I'd go, all right, everybody take out their phones. So we're going to practice right now because you're going to be doing this. I am giving you an excuse to take your phone out right now. Sometimes all we need is an excuse. Now, what we are going to do throughout the conference is that at certain points during the talk, at certain points during the workout or breakout session, there will be a slide that comes up, the Social Media Minute. That's your excuse. It's okay to get out your phone. It's not disrespectful. And during that minute, a 60-second period, which likely will have Jeopardy music playing in the background, you get a chance to look at your phone, not the speaker, and share the picture that you took. Or turn to somebody next to you and connect with them on LinkedIn or on Twitter. Everybody's using the app, and that's a lot of fun. But you are not spreading the wind outside. And yes, you're creating wind among yourselves. But if you want to create a digital wind, if you want your business boat to go, if you want to harness the wind that you can create, there are millions of connections here that you're missing if you don't share. So we're going to do a social media minute here to get you pumped up. Even if you're not pumped up, maybe you're scared, but things that are scary are going to move you forward. Just like learning to sail, you need to learn how to tweet or Facebook or Instagram or something like that. So from right now until 60 seconds, I'm going to whistle the Jeopardy song, and your responsibility is to put something out there. Now, before we start, I don't know what to do, Ryan. I don't know. Somebody in the back, a very smart woman, said a quote that would be a great quote. Imagine if 450 people tweeted, Instagram, Facebooked, diversity is counting people, inclusion is when people counts, hashtag sailing leadership. Hashtag sailing leadership. One more time. Hashtag sailing leadership. Now, sailing leadership as a hashtag, think of it like a Dewey Decimal System, but modernized. It's a little card that goes online so they can all create strength together. And then we can track this, and we can create metrics, and we can say we created a digital win that had millions of impressions. And if you really want to walk the talk or boat the water, you need to actually spread the message beyond what's going on here. But the good news is, inside the app, there's a little Twitter button and a little a little Twitter and a little LinkedIn. So here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. It's going to start in 10 seconds. To keep me honest, you've taken a picture. Now's your time to share it. Go onto the app if you're not comfortable on the World Wide Web. Post something and then share it. 2, 1, ready, social media minute begins. I see fingers moving. It's okay to talk. As a default, take a picture of the guy on stage who's whistling the Jeopardy song. "30-second marks. I know this has been the longest 30 seconds of your life, but you're on a boat. There's no wind. Create some wind. Use the hashtag sailing leadership. 22 seconds. Here's the good part. Here's the hard part. Gosh, those are hard. Okay, if your fingers are still moving, that's fine. You have 5 seconds to spare. 4, 3, 2, 1. Clap for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Nice, nice. Your thumbs can go back to your phone. Really, I'm so passionate about sailing, but I just don't see enough activity online. And if I track the hashtag of this conference over the last couple years, I'm wanting to see more things. So we have an opportunity inside the app. Continue to use it, but push it out. You create your own destiny, your own wind. Join me on Sandy Bottom in the middle of the ocean as we create digital wind so that we can spread our passion for sailing to everyone on the World Wide Web. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see me around, I'm going to be doing interviews, little vignettes. If you need an excuse, I will help you. My name is Ryan Foland, at Ryan Foland, at Ryan.Foland. Just, you can figure it out, Ryan.online. I'm very easily accessible. I will be here all week. And my workshop will be sharing the real-time statistics of the impact that the digital wind has had, and I will show you exactly what I do in conferences to create this win, so you can take this home and create the digital wind at your conference or your sailing event. I'm out of breath. Ladies and gentlemen, clap so I stop talking.
What's up?
What's up? Now, did you tweet when you were up there?
I made a video and it's still loading, but I'm gonna.
Give him a round of applause.
Yeah.
Now, did you use the hashtag sailing leadership?
Still loading, but I will.
But you had to do that before it was loading.
I don't think so.
We can do it next time. We can do it next time, ladies and gentlemen. If at first you don't tweet succeed, try and try again. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you around.
Thanks, man.